I don't know where this video finds you in the world, but I hope it finds you well. In this episode, I want to talk about semen retention and the factors that aren't often discussed that make it so much more difficult. There appears to be a movement, perhaps an awakening, among a great many men on the planet right now as we head into 2025 that are looking to embrace the ancient ways, looking back at what our forefathers have done to get an edge, to make sense of all of the craziness that is going on the planet. And there's definitely an agenda at the moment that penalises men. It's trying to make men look like toxic, masculine, microaggression beasts that can't be trusted, that are forever a danger to people. And sure, there definitely are men out there that are like that. But for the majority of us, we're just doing our best. But for some reason, we're getting penalised as well. So I'm on day 75 of my semen retention journey. And this video is not about me, but I'm just giving you some perspective. And I want to let you know that so far, it hasn't been all rainbows and roses. It's actually been really difficult. Really difficult. From day 0 to around 25, 30, there was admittedly a physical change, my energy levels, etc. I felt really good. But then after around 25 to 30 days, it just plateaued. And since then, I've just been looking inward, doing a lot of the quote-unquote inner work, which isn't always pleasant. Looking at why I used to look at pornography, looking at why I'm so interested in women that walk past wearing next to nothing. All of these things, the big 4-letter word, not love, but lust, and how it can absolutely consume a man. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off topic. Let's get back to the factors that make semen retention incredibly difficult. The first factor is if you eat animal products. If you're eating animal products, it is likely that your body is producing adequate levels of the sexual hormones, which is going to make your journey that much more difficult. That doesn't mean stop eating animal products. It just means to become aware. Perhaps if you've got some vegan or vegetarian friends who are doing the same thing, who are embarking on or have been embarking on their semen retention journey for quite some time, they're going to have a hell of a lot easier time than you are if you're eating animal products. So just being aware of that. The second factor to consider is if you exercise, even just basic cardio, jogging. But if you're doing resistance training and anything to do with the lower body that you're putting under a lot of pressure, squats, deadlifts, etc., this is going to really test you because the levels of testosterone, growth hormone, etc., that are produced from these types of activities, they're going to put you in a state that's going to make it incredibly difficult for you to withstand, to abstain from the usual sexual desires. Number 3, it's a little bit more obvious, I get that, but it's technology. Now, on the one hand, technology has so many benefits and is really a boon for our lives. But on the other hand, it can also be a gateway to the underworld and to a range of entities and awful things that are hanging around our planet. So it goes without saying that on the semen retention journey, the phone is obviously not going to be something that is going to be of benefit to you. So obviously, on that phone, you can go to all kinds of destinations, have all kinds of fantasies fulfilled. We all know this, it's nothing new. So just something to be aware of. The phone is not necessarily evil. We just need to be aware and manage that it's there, and it can take us to all kinds of places in very little time. And the final factor that's potentially going to get in the way is you're going to be tested. I don't know how these tests come about, but they will. I don't know if it's God, the universe, whoever it is, that just seems to magically, like a miracle, line up dates, particular women, introductions from friends. But that's been happening a lot for me recently, and I've had to use discernment. I've had to be polite on occasions. I've had to walk away on other occasions. But you will be tested. So on the one hand, I have this pleasurable, fun experience. But on the other hand, all of these amazing things that have happened, experiences that I've had, coincidences, serendipitous events, I won't go into detail here, but just really amazing connections that I've been able to make with other women and people in general as well on this 75-day experience. And I'm thinking, do I want that to end? Do I want to see how far that goes? So for me anyway, I'm going to try to get to the 100-day mark and possibly further. So in regards to number 4, do you want a fleeting couple of hours of pleasure, or do you want to continue on with seeing where the retention of your probably most vital energy and vital substance in your body, where that can take you? I also want to make special mention here that it's not just men, it's also women that can withhold and abstain from the orgasm, because it works in the same manner. However, potentially for men, there are some added benefits and I guess a more in-depth experience that can occur, because if we're facing reality here, men don't really have the intuitive capabilities that women have. They don't really have the connection to, I guess, the earth or the mother. But what I've found is with the semen retention, there's something happening. There's some connection, there's some energy, there's a level of intuition that I haven't had before. So perhaps it is a little bit different for men, but I think there are still benefits for women, and I would encourage any women watching this video that are thinking, is this only for men, to potentially give it a try and just see. It's a beautiful morning here. Some final thoughts. It's not about ego. It's not about the number of days. It's about the experiences that you're going to attract. It's about the self-empowerment that you're going to experience. It's the discipline that you're going to have the opportunity to practice through this. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush and lie. I've still looked at the opposite sex as it walks by. Even just over here at the beach now, it's already happening. Occasionally, I have got my phone out and I have had a little look there. But each time I've used this, I've had to consciously override those existing habits, those existing desires, and say, what am I really doing this for? What am I really getting out of this? Is this going to make me a better person? Am I going to feel good after an hour, the next day, etc.? And the answer every time is a big fat no. I might have let out a little microaggression there. My apologies if I did. Anyway, I digress again. Let me know in the comments, and this isn't to get the video out there, this isn't about the algorithm or me or my channel. I genuinely want to know the experiences of other men and women practicing semen retention. What's been happening? What have you found? How many days did you get to? Did you notice that the longer you went, the better it got or the worse it got? Let me know in the comments down below. If you got something out of this video, give it a like. And until I see you next time, I ask that you keep well.